hair is sticking up. Look at that. Oh well. Hello everyone. Darkside Phil here and welcome. I'm excited. Today is Sunday. Is the camera a little off? The camera's alright. The camera's good. Whatever. Today is Sunday, June 14th, 2015. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Week in Preview. And I'm very excited because this is E3 week starting tonight. In fact, a half an hour from when I'm actually filming this is the beginning of E3's press conferences. We're going to have nonstop new gaming info coming out of Los Angeles over the next several days. All kinds of cool news stories are going to be coming out. And I, as traditionally as I do, will be both recapping and covering everything coming out of E3 for you for the next several days. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to explain to you the general way that I'm going to be covering everything for E3, as well as explain to you the gaming schedule for this week, alright? So, to start so that everyone understands what's been going on, a few quick things. First of all, the LEGO Jurassic World playthrough. I started this with Leanna back on Friday, and we continued playing that game today for around 3 hours. At this point, if you have not caught up with the playthrough yet, because it is live and up to date on DSP Gaming, we have reached a little bit more than halfway through Jurassic Park 3, which is the third of 4 movies that take place inside of this game. It's looking like within less than an hour, we're going to complete that, and we're going to move on to Jurassic World, which was the new movie that came out this weekend. We saw it on Friday. We both liked it. And by the way, it looks like it's going to smash box office records for the month of June. So obviously the world seems to like it too. But it looks like in our next week's session of that game, we will finally be taking on Jurassic World, which is what everyone kind of wanted to see to begin with, but you have to get through the first 3 movies to get to Jurassic World. That is going to be on Saturday of next week. I'll talk a little bit more about that during the course of this week's schedule as I talk about it in this Week in Preview video, but I just want to make that clear. If you've been watching that, you watched the 2 sessions we did so far, gee, when are they playing it next? We're going to continue that co-op on Saturday of next week, and I do want to say thank you to the viewers who are watching and who are not putting up with the bullshit. And what I mean by that is, as you guys know, over the years, traditionally, whenever I try to do something with Leanna, we get a bunch of shit for it, whether it's because people just personally don't like her personality, they don't like her voice, they don't like her style of gameplay, or maybe the fact that they just don't like women. I have no fucking clue. But for whatever reason, whenever we try to do something, we get all this negative backlash. People, you know, always want to vote the videos down and say these really nasty comments. I'll say this. The playthrough so far, the reaction is good. And, you know, not to say that there's insane amounts of views or anything. I wasn't expecting that on a Lego game out of nowhere. Most Lego games that I've played haven't had a very amazing reaction. But the fact that people are not only watching, but they're liking, they're thumbing it up, and they're basically saying, stay the fuck away from the videos if all you're doing is to be here to be a negative asshole. And I appreciate that, because then people can watch the video and feel like they have a positive environment to watch them in, instead of, gee, if I go to that video, we're just going to see 100 people shitting all over Phil's girlfriend, and that hasn't happened. So thanks so much for that so far, and I hope that you will continue to check out the playthrough as we continue it next week, and as long as it takes to beat it. We're not sure how long the Jurassic World portion of the game will be. I guess we're going to find out when we start it next week, okay? So now let's talk E3. Let's talk what games I'm playing this week, all right, and how my schedule is going to be a lot different this week in some ways than normal because of E3. All right, let's talk. First of all, tonight. Tonight, brand new press conference, new to E3 this year, Bethesda. Huge publisher. They're known for tons of different gaming lines, and they are coming out with their press conference tonight. Within a half hour of me filming this, it's actually going live. I'm going to be watching that live right here on my PC and my laptop. I'm going to be watching on my PC, and then I'm going to be chatting it up with viewers on my laptop who are in the stream chat. Now, you might say, but Phil, doesn't your stream chat only show up on thekingofhate.com when you're streaming? The answer is yes, but if you actually go to thekingofhate.com/stream, you can access the chat at any time, and people are in there right now. They've been watching the Nintendo World Championships. They're chatting it up right in front of me, and they'll be chatting it up during the Bethesda press conference tonight, and I'll be there to share that experience with them. Immediately following the live stream of the Bethesda press conference, I'm going to be going live on stream, and I'm going to be doing a combo stream video for YouTube, where I'm going to be reviewing everything that went on during the press conference, basically a recap video, and I'm going to give you my impressions of each thing. So, if you're not able to watch the press conferences live, you will be able to catch up with all the news by watching my content this week. In the first 3 days in particular, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday on DSP Gaming is all about E3, okay? So I'll be doing that tonight, live stream, and recording it, and that video will be uploaded to DSP Gaming immediately following the stream, so overnight you can catch up and find out what happened at the Bethesda press conference. Tomorrow, I have the schedule, let me get it, the schedule for Monday's press conferences. That's Monday, June 15th, 2015, okay? I will not be watching the Microsoft press conference live. I'm going to be honest with you, because it's too early in the morning. It's 9:30 a.m. in the morning. And not to say that I couldn't get up at 9:30 a.m., there's just no reason for me to be awake at that time. Because I'm not going to get up, watch that for 2 hours, be bored through half of it. Because let's face it, the big press conferences, most of the time there's a lot of fluff. They always overhype the games you don't really care about. I would much rather watch back the Microsoft press conference at my leisure that day and fast forward through the boring fluff. So I'm not going to get up early to watch it, but I am going to be watching the Microsoft press conference. The first press conference I will be watching live will be the EA press conference, which starts at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Again, I will be here watching it live in my office. I will have the stream chat open so people will be able to talk to me during that press conference. If it ends within an hour, so let's say it ends by 2 p.m., I will be going live on stream with my recap video and my reactions to everything that EA did. It'll be its own separate video. If they go long, like let's say they go over an hour and a half to 2 hours, I'm going to hold off because the next press conference is at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and that's actually Ubisoft's press conference. Again, I'll be watching it live if you want to chat in the chat with me, and I'll be taking notes. After that, I will be going live with either just the Ubisoft reactions video or both EA and Ubisoft, depending on how long they take, okay? Then, the next press conference that night is Sony. So I will, at 6 p.m. Pacific time, again, I'll be here in person. I will be chatting it up again, watching the Sony live press conference, and then after the Sony press conference ends, I will be doing a reaction video for Sony, and then I'll be doing a reaction stream video for Microsoft. So there will be 4 streams, 4 videos, or it may end up being only 2 streams. It just depends on what timing the press conferences end. But there will be 4 videos tomorrow, 1 for each major press conference will be covered. I'll recap all the content in those press conferences and give you my take on everything that happened at E3 during the press conferences for Monday. And that's it for Monday, because that covers the entire span of the day. Like, those press conferences will be my day. I will not have time for gaming or anything like that on Monday. It's all about E3. And of course, keep in mind, you can react on Twitter to me, @TheyCallMeDSP. You want to chat about this stuff, you can't make it into stream chat, but you heard about something, you want to talk about it. That's what social media is for, guys. So go right ahead and tweet me, and let's have some fun on Monday, okay? Now, Tuesday is a little different. Tuesday, there's only 3 game conferences. 2 of them are during the first half of the day early on. Nintendo is going to have their conference at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Again, really early. No reason to be up that early. And Square Enix, 10 a.m. Pacific time. What I'm going to do, again, I am going to watch those during the course of the day. Now, there is a PC gaming show, which they're saying it will kind of be a press conference, but not really. It's just going to be kind of a presentation of new PC games coming out, and that's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not going to be watching any of those live, all right? I will be watching them during the course of the day, so let me explain. I am going to do a gameplay stream on Tuesday, and it makes sense because it won't override any of that stuff that I just mentioned to you guys. It won't override any of those press conferences. My gameplay stream will be the normal time on Tuesday, which is roughly 1 p.m. Pacific to, say, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And it will be, as of right now, The Witcher 3, and I'm going to explain to you how that might change in a moment, okay? My second stream, my only second stream, will not be gameplay. It's going to be my thoughts and recaps of Nintendo, Square Enix, and the PC stuff. That's going to be my second stream. So instead of a second stream of gameplay, it'll be, say, 2 hours or so of me talking about each of those conferences, giving my reactions, and making videos about them for YouTube, so that anyone, again, who wants to get my take or just to see the press conferences and wants me to go through them, you'll be able to get that on YouTube, all right? But I will be doing a gameplay stream that day, plus the continuing E3 coverage. As of the end of Tuesday, unless anything insane happens, which I don't foresee happening considering the showroom floor's been open for 2 days by then, I repeat, I will not be doing any more E3 coverage. It's going to be tonight, Monday, Tuesday. And that's where it's going to close off. So starting Wednesday, we go back to full-time gaming, meaning 2 gameplay streams on Wednesday, okay? Thursday, we'll have a gameplay stream, and then Hate Live this week is going to be the E3 special, where what I'm going to do is go through all the coverage I did Sunday through Tuesday, and I'm going to do a cumulative recap of the things that I thought were great, the things that I thought sucked, what I was hoping to see and what didn't show up, stuff like that. Basically, the best and worst of E3. It is going to be a shorter podcast. I don't think I'm going to have 2 hours to fill with that, but I don't have a back-in-the-day story for you this week, so primarily it'll be all about E3 stuff. Alright? Friday, there will only be 1 gameplay stream, because Friday, as a special treat for everyone, okay, I am going to do, per request, because some people have been requesting this, I'm going to do the best and worst of Heavy Rain, the Taxidermist DLC montage. So Friday night, for those who wanted to see the Taxidermist DLC in a montage, it will be coming out Friday night, okay? Saturday, as I already said, we'll be continuing with our LEGO Jurassic World co-op. A new DSP Tries It will be going live on Saturday. Sunday, 1 gameplay stream. Right now, it's up in the air what it will be. And then next week is the huge one. Next week, Batman Arkham Knight, right? And that's going to be all next week. We'll talk a little bit about that later this week. I'm not going to get into that. It's way too early to get into it, okay? So, ladies and gents, now I want to talk to you about gameplay this week, because this is the main thing that I'm kind of having a little bit of a dilemma with. I want to explain to you the situation, and I want to get your take, and I hope that you'll leave comments on this video, you'll talk about it on Twitter, etc., so I know exactly what your take is. I'm in a situation where I have 1 week left until Batman Arkham Knight. What that means is that I have several ongoing things, 2 things in particular that are ongoing that I want to be continuing. At the same time, for the past couple years at E3, something unique has happened. Game studios release games during E3. And in fact, it's already happened, ladies and gentlemen. Earthbound Beginnings. I don't know how many of you have heard about this. It basically is the original game of Earthbound in that series from Japan. It was actually originally called Mother. A couple years ago, I played the game Earthbound, which actually is called Mother 2 in Japan. It's the sequel to Mother. And then there's also another one called Mother 3 that was never released here in the United States. Well, they took the original game Mother from the NES, they localized it. It's completely in English, and it's playable right now on the Wii U Virtual Console. And I'll be honest with everyone, I want to play it. Like, I love Earthbound. It's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And I want to play the game that started the series. I've never played it, because there was never been an official translation. It's never been officially released in North America until right now. I'm getting mixed reactions, because I asked on Twitter, what should I do? Should I play it? Some people are saying, yes, play it. We loved your Earthbound playthrough, even though if you go back a few years, you'll see that was a niche playthrough, meaning there weren't a lot of people who were interested in it. It was a very small group of people watching that playthrough, okay? There's other people saying, no, don't play it now, because you're already playing 2 other games that we want to see continue. So let me explain. Right now, I'm playing The Witcher 3, which is going to be ongoing for several more weeks due to the length of the game, and I'm playing Yakuza 4. I'm going to be honest, startlingly honest with everyone, because you know I am. Yakuza 4 is not getting great reception when it comes to a viewing audience that is being retained. The people that are watching the playthrough are telling me they're enjoying it. You're not raging at the game. You're actually having a lot of fun with it. You're learning stuff over the course of the game. You're enjoying the funny parts, and we love the playthrough. But not everyone's watching it because it's very simple. Number one, the game's 4 years old. Over 4 years old, actually. And didn't even have that big of a great audience, you know, when it was released in Japan. From what people are saying, it really wasn't a critical hit or anything like that. And, you know, as you know, it's not like 3 years ago when I was playing Yakuza Dead Souls where everyone just watched everything I played. Now people watch stuff that's popular, and they don't want to watch me play a 4-year-old game. The mainstream viewing audience is what I mean. Number 2... simply because it's a longer game, it's a drawn-out game, it's not a Western-style game, it's not a new game. And I do realize there are some people that are pissed off that I decided to read the subtitles in the game because the voice acting is in Japanese. Even though I've always done that, literally every game I've played that had voice acting that wasn't American, or English, I should say. American is incorrect, it's English language. I've read the subtitles. Now all of a sudden it's a big issue because it's 2015 and everyone nitpicks the shit out of all my playthroughs, versus when I used to do it, people were like, whatever, it's Phil, he's fun, we're going to watch his content no matter what. So, 2 reasons there why people are kind of nitpicking and not watching the playthrough. What this means is very simple. It does not mean that I'm not going to stop playing Yakuza 4, because I love Yakuza 4. I'm playing it, and after 3 years of waiting to play it, I'm actually really enjoying the playthrough. But what it means is that I cannot continue to play Yakuza 4 full-time the way that I was doing. This week in particular, 4 out of the 5 major gameplay days that I did this week were all Yakuza 4. And when I see that videos are not even getting close to 1,000 views each, that means it's not going to sustain my business to be playing this game full time. It doesn't mean I'm quitting the game. It means I'm going to be playing the game less. So what you can expect coming up this week is that you will see Yakuza 4 a couple times, but it's not going to be probably the longer streams. It'll be the shorter streams, like my second streams. And it's going to be, less videos, and I'll be playing it. I will be playing it at length, and I will beat it, but it's going to be spread out over the next several weeks into July at some point when I finally complete it, okay? Just real talk. I wish I could play whatever I wanted. I wish that right now I could drop everything and play every game that I've ever loved, and then my business, I would go out of business. And that's a shame. I understand that. People, man, I just wish Phil would play whatever he wanted. That's great, but reality is I can't. Reality is I must play things that will have consistent views, things that will support the business. It's awesome that I have Patreon. I'm incredibly grateful for everyone's Patreon support, but the $1,200 a month that I'm raising on Patreon will not pay all my bills and let this business be sustained. It helps it. It's a nice supplementary income, which is the whole point of Patreon, but it certainly is not enough to pay for everything. So no, you can't just expect because I made a little bit of money on Patreon that now I could just play whatever I want. Unfortunately, life doesn't work like that, okay? So the point I'm getting at is you can expect to see games like The Witcher 3, and if there are any major big announcements of games that are coming out this week from E3, you can expect to see me play them this week. Those will be my gameplay streams, okay? Yakuza 4 will happen 1 to 2 times this week. I'll let you know over the course of the week on Twitter as I do my daily schedules. Now, I really want to play Earthbound Beginnings, but it's an RPG. You know what happens when I play RPGs? I'm already playing an RPG in The Witcher 3. So the question is, what exactly, do I play this week? And I'm going to decide for myself. I will accept your input. If you want to tweet me at TheyCallMeDSP, leave comments on this video. Let me know what you'd primarily like me to see. I have to think primarily people want to see me keep on with Witcher 3, because so many people have been complaining that I'm not playing that game enough. And that game, even though it's been a month, it still has a consistent viewer base that are watching all the videos after a couple days after I play it. Those people watch the videos and get caught up with the playthrough. So I'm thinking that's the way to go. I should treat Witcher 3 as my main game this week and then maybe balance in 1 or 2 other things. I'm definitely going to play Earthbound Beginnings at some point, but I can't guarantee it'll be this week. It will be directly dependent off of both how I feel and the response from the viewers watching this video, okay? So to recap, tonight, Bethesda press conference and my reactions video after the live stream. Tomorrow, I will be watching all those live streams, at least most of them. You'll be able to talk to me in the stream chat during those. In addition, those videos will be going out tomorrow. No gameplay on Monday. Tuesday, gameplay returns, mainstream, unless something crazy is announced at E3 in the next day or two. First stream will be Witcher 3. Second stream will be my reactions to Nintendo, Square Enix, and the PC gaming stuff. Starting Wednesday, we do regular days again. E3 coverage ends, so 2 gameplay streams on Wednesday. 1 gameplay stream on Thursday, along with the Hate Live podcast, which is the big E3 recap and my reactions, best and worst of E3. Friday, 1 gameplay stream, and it will be the best and worst montage of Heavy Rain, the Taxidermist DLC. Saturday, the continuation of the Lego Jurassic World co-op with Leanna, as long as the new DSP tries it. Sunday, a gameplay stream paired with the weekend preview, and then Monday we're beginning with Batman Arkham Knight, but again, I will explain to you how that's happening later this week when I get more info, okay? That is it for the weekend preview. I got to get going to get set up for the E3 coverage. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Leave me your feedback. Your feedback counts. I read it, and I really do weigh into my decision, so please leave your feedback on what you want to see this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and let's have a great E3 together. I look forward to covering it for you, and I look forward to you checking it out, whether it's on stream, on YouTube, in stream chat, or wherever you may have a chance to check it out. Thanks, everyone, for your viewership. Peace out, and I'll see you later this week for everything gaming, right? And now, without further ado, special thanks to the following May patrons: